Hi, everybody. I am Zen the Crypto Queen on Twitter. I am XRP Crypto Queen. You can look me up as Zen on Facebook or on Twitter, and you will find me. So I just want to launch right into it. I am on CoinGecko.com, although I wanted to talk to you today about a few things because I was chatting with somebody one-on-one because I do offer that service. If you are stuck anywhere with any of your exchanges or setting up your 2FA, and even though you've watched my videos, you still can't do it, feel free to leave a comment. You can contact me in Twitter via PM, the same thing in Facebook via private message, and we could set up a time to talk. There is a charge for that. We can chat about what you exactly need. If I can help you with a few answers to a few questions, very cool. If not, and we have to hop on Zoom, you can Venmo me money and we can talk and I can walk you through it. Because sometimes it feels very circular, and I just wanted to let you know that it is not you. Sometimes these exchanges make it a little difficult to set up your 2FA. And I'd like to tell you it's all for your benefit, but and it is for security purposes. However, yeah, I went through a month of it back and forth with Uphold, Lobster, and Bittrex when I got a new computer and a new phone at the same time. So I understand the frustration. It was frustrating for me. If you are going to send in a support ticket first, please make sure you send them all your details. I just wanted to tell you about the fun that I had with Uphold and with Lobster, actually. They asked me questions like, what was the first date that you set up, your creation date? I sent them my first transaction date and they said, nope, that's not it. And I said, well, possibly I set it up the day before or 2 days before that. You had no problem taking my money. Now, I answered all your 7 questions because there were 6 other pieces of information that they wanted. I said, at the end of the day, it's my account already. I've uploaded my information and my lack of privacy. I uploaded my passport. So I suggest you disable my 2FA if you want me to still promote your exchanges. And I do love Uphold, but that really tweaked my nerves for a minute there. So I want you to know that you're not alone in that. However, when I was chatting with someone else on a Zoom call, I made this realization that sometimes when you're moving a coin, you have to make sure that you, I think I mentioned, move a minimum amount before you move your bulk of it. Let's say if you have $2,000 worth of, Cardano or XRP, send a minimum amount, but the minimum amount that you can actually send is 20. Okay, so you have to send at least 20 XRP or at least 20 Cardano to test it out, just to make sure that you're moving it, the right way. So that's the minimum that I wanted to let you know. So you're going to go to your coin. Of course, we're on CoinGecko. I'm just checking prices today because I want to do some node purchasing. I'll get into that on a separate video. If you're interested, let me know in comments if you'd like to hear about that. But definitely make sure you're moving a minimum amount of your coins. And the minimum has to be over 20. Okay, do 20 or 25. Okay, this person that I was working with tried to move like 5 XRP. Of course, Ledger is not going to take that. Because it's below the minimum of 20 coins. So make sure you're moving at least 20, okay? That's point number 1. Number 2, and I talked to this person at length, they never did, and I'm going to tell you, even with a VPN, I never move anything out from an exchange to my ledger or vice versa, anywhere but at home on my own personal Wi-Fi. VPNs are cool, but you know what? I still don't do anything out in public, just the way it is. And it always will be for me. That's just my second hot tip for today, okay? You can do what you want. If you want to use a VPN, and I have one. I use TourGuard, and I do other transactions for a couple other programs that I'm in, and I use my VPN. I still do it at home, though. Honestly, I just don't like transactions, because you don't know what hackers are out there. And desperate people do desperate things. And hey, hackers aren't always the most ethical people. So just do your transactions at home, okay? So that's point number 2. Number 3, this person I was chatting with brought it to my attention. And maybe you don't know, and we just don't know what we don't know, right? So I wanted to bring it to your attention that when you plug in your Ledger Nano X or S, it's the software, Ledger Live. That's where you see what's on your ledger. In other words, you can't open the device and see the list of all the crypto that you have on there. Unless it's plugged in and you have your Ledger Live software running on your computer, you're not going to have the printout on a screen of what is in there. Okay, just wanted to make that clear, because this person did not know that. And I thought, well, how many other people do not know that, So there it is. There's my 3 for the day, okay? When you're moving make sure you're moving a minimum of coins, at least 20, okay? No transactions except at home, even with a VPN. I just don't trust it. And if you want to use a VPN when you're out in public, that's your choice. Just letting you know, I would not do that. And the other one is Ledger Nano X or S. The device works in conjunction with Ledger Live software so that you can see what you have on there and what you can move. I have never transacted within Ledger. I usually bounce my money back to Exodus if I want to exchange anything and then put it back on Ledger. Some people do it right on the Ledger thing and they have several places to do it. I just like to keep things on my private side. That I just err on the side of caution on that. And I hope all this was helpful to you today. And again, you can contact me privately on Twitter or on Facebook if you would like to have a private Zoom call with me. We can either talk about, how to get you going with your, get you set up on an exchange in general if you're just not tech savvy and are scared. A lot of people feel this way. I totally understand. And like I said, when you go to set up your 2FA, sometimes it feels really circular. The conversations when you send in a support ticket, a lot of it is intuitive, but for a lot of people, I've noticed some things just aren't all that intuitive. That's not a knock to you, and don't take it that way. It's setting up 2FA and Google Authenticator, and you have to log into this to get to that. Sometimes that just makes people a little bit crazy. And if you take it one step at a time and move slowly through it, with someone else like me who, will tell you, don't touch any keys on your keyboard yet. We're moving right along. It just takes what it takes and to get it done. So I'm offering that service. And that's it for the day. I hope these tips were helpful, and I will chat with you again soon. Thanks for sharing your time with me.